Okay, chapter 10, gravitation. Okay, children, so chapter 10. Chapter 10, gravitation. So everyone knows, because from childhood onwards you are heard, even you don't study physics separately, all of you must have heard about it, the word gravitational force. Okay. Meghna, what's your idea about gravitational force? What do you think gravitational force means? Or gravitation of the earth means what? Meghna?
It pulls the object towards it.
Yeah, it pulls the object. Okay, Melvin, this pulling of the object towards the earth, what do you call for another word for pulling? Or every object is pulled by the earth. What do you call for that pulling? Pulling. That means just like a magnet, you are pulling everyone towards you. What is that? Just like a magnet, you are pulling everyone towards you means what is another English word we can use? Attraction. Yes, it is attraction. Correct. So gravitational force is the attraction towards the earth. And earth is pulled every object towards the center of the earth. So far we have only learning about attraction of the earth. But it is not only earth attracting. It is not only earth is attracting. Okay. What else is attracting? We also attract the objects around you. You attract your table, pen, chair, book. Every object around you, you are attracting towards it. Similarly, that object also attracting you. Table also attracting you. Chair also attracting. Do you agree that fact? Because that is that. So it is not only earth gravitation. Gravitation, what we study here, every object in the universe attract each other. Every object in the universe attract each other. Do you agree with this statement? Prajot, do you agree with this statement? Every object attract each other. Do you agree with it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. If you agree that, why don't you feel it? Why don't you feel that table is not sticking to your body? The book is not sticking to your body. Suppose you are attracting. Every object in the universe attract each other means you one another attract. Myself and you attract. Melvin, everyone around the object, table. I have attraction between me and the table. So according to Newton's third law, every action has equal and opposite reaction. If I am attracting this table, the table also attracts me. But we are not feeling it. We are not feeling it. We are not feeling, that means we are not sticking one another. What do you think so? What's your idea about it? What must be the reason? There will be some reason, no? If we attract each other, objects are not attracting to us, you don't feel it. What would have been reason? Something in your idea? Just think. Because sometimes when you think, you will get some kind of, what you call, some kind of invention or something. Any idea? Okay. Adidev, do you have any idea? Prajot said every object in the universe attract each other, and I hope everyone is agree because it is in the book. So you agree. So if everything is attracting each other, why don't you feel that attraction? Can you tell me? Pardon? Pardon? No, I cannot. Who is saying that? It's not, okay, I'll come back to the board. Someone is saying answer. Or some sound I am hearing. Please mute everyone. Okay. Rifa, what happened to your video, Rifa? Rifa.
Ma'am, your sound is getting stuck. So
Yep.
when I turned it off, I felt like it's a bit more better.
Okay, then I am asking you one question. Every object in the universe attract each other. But why don't you feel that attraction? What is your idea?
Because
Because
we are attracted to the earth, so we are standing like this.
yes, good Rifa. So she has come to a point. We are attracted to the earth. Okay. Can anyone can say little better more idea on the basis of that point? What she says partially correct, but there is one more reason why we are only attracting to the earth. Why don't you feel other attractions around you? Is there any idea? Anyone? Arjun has any idea?
It is rotating.
It is not rotating. Okay. Okay. Bedra, you have any idea? Any idea?
No, ma'am.
No. You are not thinking. Huh? Hey, Steve, do you have any idea? Anything which is a reason for it? Anyone? Try everyone. No? So you want me to give me the answer, correct? So what Rifa is said partially correct. So partially correct means we are attracted to the earth. Why we are attracted to the earth? This is the reason, the mass. The mass of every object in the universe is different. Okay. So gravitational force is fully depending upon two factors. One is mass of the object. Another one is distance between the two objects. Okay. So why the mass? As we compare to the mass of the earth, our mass is negligible. Our mass is negligible. So while I am trying to pull this striker towards me, the reason is that striker in my hand, I am also standing here. I am trying to bring this striker towards me. At the same time, earth is pulling the striker towards the center and earth is pulling me also towards the center. Okay. So both objects, me and this striker, both objects are pulled by the earth at same time or simultaneously. So while this wanted to come closer to me, earth is trying to pull it. Even I want to move towards it, earth is pulling me towards the center. So this is what is happening. So there are so many objects around you. Those are sitting here. I can see a lot of files behind Prajot Krishna's room. Maybe father. Father is an advocate, Prajot. Then what is that? What you see at the back?
Ma'am, these are shirt boxes.
Shirt boxes. You are in a shop. You are
Yes,
in a shop? Yeah. Your father is having textile shop.
Mother.
Oh, okay, okay. For me, from here, it looks like some files, you know, some advocates and all. You see in the movies, they have a big books back of you. Some signature or advocate means big books will be showed in the back of the movie, background movie. So I thought it is like that. So even I just say I can see so many things. Shirt boxes behind Prajot. Shirt boxes are not attracting to Prajot, or Prajot is not attracting towards it. There is attraction, but the problem is that these objects are simultaneously pulled by the earth. So that is universal law of gravitation. So from this point, you are come to the conclusion of the statement is that it depends upon two things. One is mass, one is the distance. Therefore, according to laws of gravitation, every object in the universe attract each other with a force which is directly proportional to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So we are coming to the factors, two factors of gravitation, that is gravitational force directly proportional to M1, M2. That is product of two masses. For example, a table and a chair. M1 is the mass of the table, M2 is the mass of the chair. So it is directly proportional to product of the two masses and inversely proportional to the distance between them. Inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That means if A is an object, B is another object, therefore the gravitational force between both of them will be equal to F is equal to m1 m2 by d square. So this is an equation. So we go to that statement further. So there are two factors of gravitational force. One is mass of the object. Another one is the distance between the objects. Okay, so we are coming to the statement of gravitation. The laws of gravitation is equal to every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force which is directly proportional to product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. I already have written in the previous slide F directly proportional to m1 m2. It is directly proportional to 1 by d square. So if you want to make a formula in physics, if you want to make a formula, you want to remove this directly proportional constant, okay, with a proportionality constant. Therefore, we are getting equation G m1 m2 by d square. Now that is the final equation to find out the gravitational force. F is equal to G m1 m2 by d square. So this is gravitational force. Okay. Okay, children. So what is the formula to find out gravitational force? F is equal to capital G. G means proportionality constant. So it has got a standard value. So standard value of G is, once again, F is equal to G m1 m2 by d square, where G is equal to gravitational constant. M1 is the mass of the first object. M1 is the mass of the first object. M2 is the mass of the second object. Mass of the second object. What is D? D is the distance between two objects. Children, on your video, my dear. You don't have many classes today, no? Why can't you on the video? I want to see whether you are writing or not. Some have already told you the problem. Others are, Savio, no answer, no reaction, no action. I don't know whether you are present there. You kept some fellow, spacer, astronaut's photo and kept there. I don't want to see that. Every time teachers has to say on the video. Okay? Children, any doubt? So why don't you feel the attraction between among us? Everyone.
Can you show that once more?
Okay. Which one? What I have written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children. So this is what, if you talk about this book and this pen, if they are very closer, gravitational force is more. Okay. If the distances increases, what happened? Gravitational force decreases. So that's the meaning of inversely proportional. Inversely proportional means if they come closer, if distances decreases, gravitational force is more. If the distances increases, gravitational force is less. Okay. Similarly, mass of the object. If you consider these two, this object, this book will be the one which is applying more force on this striker. Okay. Even when you write with your pen, why you are able to hold the pen? The reason is that your mass, as we compare to the pen, your mass is more. Okay. Therefore, you are able to pick up the pen and you can start writing on the paper. Okay. So it is one of the forces, because in the 8th standard, we also studied frictional force. You remember? That means with the frictional force, you can write on the paper, write with the pen and all that. So our life not only existing on one force, but still when we study, we are studying separately. We are studying each type forces separately. So now we are only talking about gravitational force. Is it contact or non-contact force? Aditya S. Krishna, is it contact or non-contact force? Gravitational force. And her video stuck. Niribama, gravitational force is a contact or non-contact force? 8th standard we studied.
Contact force.
Contact force?
No, non-contact force.
Non-contact force, okay. It's a non-contact force. That is the reason, due to gravitational force, even the leaf fall down. Okay, you don't have to shake it. The dried leaf by nature, it will fall down. Ripe mangoes will fall down because of the gravitational force. It's a non-contact force. Clear? So we don't feel it. It's an important question. Every object in the universe attract each other, but we don't feel it because our mass is negligible as we compare to the mass of the earth. So when we are attracting the object, at the same time, earth is trying to pull us, everyone equally. Everyone equally, it pulled towards the center of the earth. That is the reason you don't feel that attraction between you and the objects around you. Okay. Now we are moving on to the implication. Implication means what are the important features of gravitational force in our life. Okay. So many things are there. So mainly there are 4 important features due to gravitational force. So first one we are moving on to. Yeah. So first feature, first importance of universal law. And you see the gravitational law has been discovered by the Isaac Newton. You remember the apple fell down and all that. Okay. So universal law of gravitation, also known as Newton's law of gravitation. Already we have learned 3 laws of Newton. First law, second law, third law. All these 3 laws are motion. Now the 4th one, Newton's law of gravitation, because he is the one he has proved with the equation F is equal to G m1 m2 by d square. Okay. So that's why he also known as Newton's law of gravitation. So let us go to the first importance of that. The force that binds us, the force that binds us to the earth. Okay. Why don't you feel? Why don't you stay in the universe? See, other planets, there is no life. So far, we have not discovered any life in other planets. But we have discovered the life on Earth because it has got a binding force. And that binding force is our gravitational force. So we are bound to Earth. Bound means we are close or we are tied to the Earth. So one of the important features means our life. So what is the meaning of this binding us? Our life in the universe. Okay. Our life in the universe is because of the help of gravitational force. It's not only frictional force, we also require gravitational force for making our life should be stable. And according to that, we have a different seasons. According to the gravitational force, Earth is rotating around the sun. So we have a different seasons like autumn, winter, spring, summer. Okay. North, west, east, north, south, east, west direction. So if you draw a north, south, when Earth is come to the north direction of the sun, we will have autumn. When Earth comes to west side of the sun, we will have winter season. When Earth comes to south, we will have spring. And when the Earth comes to east side, we will have a summer. North, south, east, west. So that is what our life is existing on it. Next important feature is motion of the planets. Okay. Second importance of the gravitational force is motion of the planets in solar system. So you can see each planet is rotating in a particular orbit. There is no collision between the Venus or moon on the Earth or Mars, Jupiter or Saturn. Everyone is independently moving around the Earth, moving around the sun because of the gravitational force. Correct? So you can see the comet also. Asteroids are there. All these, the white things are, asteroids are around it. Yeah? So all these things are. This is also because of the gravitational force. Another important thing is moon's rotation around. That means the moon is revolving around, or all the satellites move around a particular planet. That also because of the gravitational force. Okay. So that is the third importance feature of gravitational force. And last importance of gravitational force in our life is that formation of tides. Okay. Formation of tides due to moon and sun. Okay. According to the rotation of the moon, daily in our life on the sea, there will be two types of tides, high tide and low tide. High tide and low tide, these are the two types of tides which is happening in our life. Tide means, what do you mean by tide? It is the rise and fall of water. Tide means, it's not a surf. You know, we have a tide surf. It is not the turf. It's not the surf. It is tides. Tides means rise and fall of water. Water in the sea. So tides means rise and fall of water in the sea. And mainly we have two twice in a day we have a high tide and low tide. So when moon is come closer to the earth, usually this happen afternoon. Afternoon, what happened? Sun is close to earth. Sun is close to earth. At the same time, moon also come close to earth. Moon also close to earth. So, due to the gravitational force, sun also attracting the earth, moon also attracting the earth. And the earth experiencing a maximum gravitational force at afternoon. So because of that, what happened? The water in the sea rises upwards. Water in the sea rises upwards at noon, at least 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. At 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, that is the time we have high tides. Okay. So when our place have high tide, other part, just like now India and America, they both are in two sides of the earth. Okay. So India has in day now, by the time America is having evening. Yeah, almost. Yeah, it's a night. So now what is happening? When India is having high tide, the America will experience low tide. While America experience high tide, India will experience low tide. So these are the two tides. Okay. Tides are the rise and fall of water due to gravitational force between sun and earth and moon and earth. Mainly moon is the cause. Sun always attracting, but at noon, moon is coming closer to the earth. So that is the time gravitational force. Earth is pulled by sun as well as the moon. So that is the time due to this, the water level rises. So 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. If you go to some places, like I don't know, in Ernakulam we experience or what, but I have observed, when I was in Mumbai, I have observed one place known Alibag. Alibag is a beautiful beach, just like Kerala. So, when we went for during high tide time, what happened? Morning, the seashore was no water at all. Okay, seashore we can walk, we can do exercise, everything. But when we go to the 12 o'clock in the morning where you are walking, that is the time water has almost filled. The water has almost filled up to the land where we have houses and all. That happened between 12 and 3 o'clock. So that is a high tide. So due to high tide, water level rises, it comes to the land. Okay, that happened between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And there is something happened to our system also. Do you ever experience, suppose you have a cut in your finger towards morning or something, morning and afternoon. What happened to the blood? Will the blood will flow or it will stop at once? Do you ever experience that? Morning or afternoon, if you get a cut, blood will flow continuously. It will take time to clot. So sometimes they will say that afternoon or something, your fingers are cut, you have to raise your finger up to reduce the flow of blood. This is due to high tide because that is the time. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and if you have a cut, no, this blood will flow continuously. It will take time to stop. But if you have a cut in the finger, evening, it will not flow because that is the low tide. So we are on earth. Naturally, we are on earth. Correct. So during afternoon session, when earth is pulled by the sun and the moon, we also pulled. Correct. Because we are on the surface of the earth. So that is the relation between our body, nature. We human beings are bind or bound to the earth. So that's anything happen to the nature will affect us badly. Okay. So same thing happen. High tide means during afternoon time, sun come closer, moon come closer. So earth experience more gravitational force from them. So the level rises. So I talk about the same seashore. But evening you go to that sea. You can see the sea has been gone inside too much. It has gone inside too much. Wherever there was water, we could run there. We can run there. You can pick up this thing, what you call shells and all. So I was doing my B.Ed. That's the time we went there to get some collection of the shells to do some artwork. So evening when we went there, we can go to the inside the sea by walking. No water at all. Low tide means this water level go behind too much. Okay. But before 6 o'clock, you have to come back to the shore. Before 6 o'clock, you have come back to the shore. Otherwise, by 6 o'clock, water will come back again to you to cover it. So that I have seen in that particular beach in Mumbai. Alibag, we call it. So it's a very beautiful experience for us also. And there was a fort, Tipu Sultan fort or something was there. Morning, you cannot go to that fort because it is inside the water. But by low tide time, that is 3 to 6 o'clock, if you go there, we can go and get into that fort, then come back before 6 o'clock, running. Okay. So this is so whatever we study is not simply we are studying. There is something is happening, natural phenomena in our daily life. Okay. So that is means formation of the tides. So these are the 4 important features. One is because of the gravitational force, we are bind to earth. Second one is the movement of existence of solar system or rotation of the planets around the solar system. Third, use due to gravitational forces means satellites are revolving around the planets. And fourth one is the formation of the tides in earth or rise and fall of water. Okay. So I am winding up the session, children. So I am telling you once again, those who do not complete activities, send it to me by this week. Yeah. So that I can prepare the mark list for you. So whenever your term 1 exam